Hey everyone, I want to go over how I design a tombstone from scratch, and this is a tombstone based on Captain Daniel Plowman. And what I did is I googled Captain Daniel, because that was the theme, Captain Daniel, and I found out that there was this Captain Daniel Plowman, and here's all my notes on the stuff that I found about him, and then I kind of put together an epitaph that I think helps. And what I ended up with is Captain Daniel Plowman, who was mutinied and murdered by the pirate John Quelch. Now that I have an epitaph, I want to come up with a design, and what I did was I took up a cutlass and I made two of them and I moved them around until I got where, hey, that kind of looks pretty cool as a pirate ship. Drew the little pirate ship down there, and now I have the design for my tombstone. So I blow it up into the actual dimensions of the tombstone that I need, and I'm now going to scan it and put in the text. Now got that scan put into the computer, and I'm going to start playing around with the epitaph here. So I'm going to hit the text box and put in who was. So who was, and decide on what kind of thing I want, what kind of text. And so, nope. So you just kind of keep messing around with it, but I actually like this one. Plowman. And turn it, and then I'm going to hit move. That allows me to move this. And we'll turn it a little bit more. Whoop, nope, 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 nope. I want to turn it. There. Turn. That's kind of coming together. And then let's get a skull. Okay, so there's my JPEG image, and I want to copy this. So I copied that, edit, copy, let's go back to here, edit, paste, get my little movable thing here, and kind of put that like that. I think a little bigger. Like that. Now, if you want to kind of curve these words around, you can bring up the text box again and hit this warp thing. Let's do an arch. And let's move it again. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Now we're going to outline this a little bit better. So, right, now we're going to make this a little wider. What do you think? All right, let's save that. Oh, wait. Layer, flatten. Okay, file. Save as Captain Daniel. Final. Save. Okay, now that we got that, we need to respirate it. We've now brought up respirator, and we're going to get the Captain Daniel picture. and bring it in and change this to a US letter. And here you have to do a little math. It's asking number of pages, and since we know that this is 8.5 inches and my goal is 23.5, there's going to be a little shrinkage because it has to print within the paper's margin. So let's first get what it's supposed to be. So 23.5 inches divided by 8.5 inches, which is the width of this piece of paper, is 2.76. So if I round it up, it may not be big enough, so let's go 2.9. And this is where you have to kind of want to go 2.8 or 2.9. You got to be a little loose on the final measurements. It can't be exactly perfect. So we'll do 2.9 pages. So just pop in 2.9 and hit this, and that kind of puts it in. And so we've got 2.9, which gives me 9 sheets. All right, so we're going to hit continue. And for the dot size, you bring it down to 1. Make sure those cutout lines, it makes it easier. And okay, continue. And it just warns you that if you go smaller than 3 millimeter for the dot size, it takes a lot of memory. Yes, I know. And rasterbate. And this takes a little bit, so it's thinking. Such a nice name, huh? Thinking, I'm thinking, I'm thinking. Okay, we got it. And it has now made it into the form. You can kind of see that. So to print, you have, make sure it's fit to printable area, and auto rotate and center is selected. Okay, and now it's printing it. And there it is, all cut out. See the plywood on the bottom? I may go shorter with that, but I'm going to leave it there for now. Alright, now let's cut out the foam.